There you go.
My lords and ladies, an honoured visitors to the Shire, allow me to present unto you Her Most Royal Majesty, Queen of England, Ireland and Wales.
Another citation.
Lady Commander of the Seas, Empress of the Western Colonies, Queen Elizabeth, God save the Queen!
God save the Queen!
Get it! Oh, get it!
What is this?
What is the meaning of this interruption?
I couldn't beat him! I beg your pardon, Your Majesty!
State their business at once.
John!
Oh, cat!
Husband!
Husband?
Oh, father!
John!
Jane! A marriage always produces fools, Your Majesty.
Enough.
This be Sir John Ashley, Your Majesty, my loving and devoted husband, of whom you have heard me speak these many years.
I love thee, kitty cat.
So, thou art the scoundrel that did abscond with our dearest cat, our beloved nurse and closest confidant, and did submit her to thy rude advances.
True, Your Majesty. But look,
Yes, my queen. He did take advantage of me, of my girlish innocence.
I see. And wert thou willing?
Oh, yes, Your Majesty.
Then no crime has been committed. Release him. Not friend, Sir John, we did but justice. Thou art most welcome to our home.
oh, I thank thee, Your Majesty. I must admit I was momentarily overcome at the sight of my beloved.
Oh, Johnny.
However, I am here in official capacity. The Lord Mayor has requested that I act as liaison between the court and the citizens of Stirling.
Excellent. Well, don't just stand there dumbfounded, man. Embrace thy loving wife.
Oh, who's this? Oh, I love her so much. I miss you. You don't believe everything that's happening.
We do trust that thee and thy husband shall take advantage of this bucolic setting to renew thy acquaintance.
Oh, indeed we shall. Thank thee, Your Majesty.
Yes, thank you, Kitty.
Thou art dismissed.
Your Majesty, we've attended to affairs apart. Might we attend to affairs of state?
Indeed we must, Sir Francis. Proceed.
My lords and ladies, they are presented to you, representatives of the local nobility. First we have Baron Loxley
Welcome to Stirling, Your Majesty.
and Sir Philip de Mark, Sheriff and Magistrate.
Thank you. Indeed, Your Majesty, and may I present my ward, Maid Marian.
Your Majesty.
A radiant child.
If I do shine, it would be in the bask of thy resplendent presence, my queen.
And charming as well. Gentlemen, we do hope that thou hast followed our explicit instructions and given every assistance to Sir John Ashley.
We have organized the citizens exactly as instructed, Your Majesty.
Yes, Loxley was of some assistance, Your Majesty, but I have made it my personal mission to make sure that everything goes according to plan.
Thank thee, Sheriff.
These two noble gentlemen have everything they require and more. Even though I'm unclear of the meaning of thy instructions, it matters not.
Thank
It
thee,
is
Sheriff.
enough that said instruction would emanate from thy regal mouth, and were that
regal mouth would command me to leap from the highest tower of Roselawn Castle, have no doubt that not one moment of hesitation would come betwixt me and my fatal plunge to my imminent death.
Sheriff, we do hope that will not be necessary. Good sir, we do thank thee for thy cooperation, and we trust our plans shall be made plain anon. Sir Francis, we shall address the populace.
Attend and give all due homage to Her Most Royal Majesty, Queen Elizabeth. God save the Queen!
God save the Queen!
Good people, our heart is gladdened once more to gaze upon these verdant rolling hills of this shire, our fondest retreat in all of England. Whilst here we do hope for some recreation, but our purpose for this sojourn is a serious one. As there has been no proper issue of our body, nor is there like to be, the Tudor line must needs extinguish with my most certain death. We thank thee for thy kind words, but death, a necessary end, will come when it will come. We look to our noble forebears, our beloved grandfather, Earl of Richmond, by the grace of God, King Henry, 7th of that name, for a solution to this dilemma. His marriage to Elizabeth, daughter of King Edward, 4th of that name, did unite the Plantagenet lines to create the Tudor dynasty. Accordingly, prospective candidates of both rival Plantagenet houses of Lancaster and York have been summoned to Stirling to determine which house best suited for ruling our kingdom. The candidate deemed most deserving shall be named our heir presumptive and shall bear the title of Prince or Princess of Wales. Sir Francis, announce the candidates.
My Queen. Our first candidate, Baron Francis Hastings of the House of York, and his wife, Lady Sarah Hastings.
Your Majesty, my wife and I are most eager to demonstrate our superior fitness for this glorious honor. We have no doubt that we shall excel in all tasks given us, and by day's end thou shalt have chosen us as thy heir. Once more, the white rose shall rise to its rightful place, ascendant in the heavens, and I am not yet done.
Dear husband, the Queen has other introductions to make.
Very well, Majesty.
Many thanks, Baron Hastings, Lady Hastings.
Our second candidate, Edward Seymour, Viscount Beauchamp, and his wife, Lady Honora Seymour, representing the House of Lancaster.
Thank the Queen, Edward.
Yes, thank thee, Your Majesty, for this fine opportunity. We shall do our best.
What my husband means, Your Majesty, is that we shall put forth effort worthy of our noble forebears to prove to thee that Lancaster is the house best suited to wear the crown. Furthermore, we intend to remind thee that not only is my Edward nearer to thee in blood than is Baron Hastings, but that I myself am the granddaughter of the Lord Protector, who took such excellent care of thy dear brother Edward when he was king.
That one comes with his own interpreter.
Oh, hold thy tongue. Lady Seymour, we are well acquainted with thy pedigree. Viscount Beauchamp, thy simplicity of speech does thee credit.
Indeed, my husband is renowned for being spare with words, but his reticence and genuine humility may often be misinterpreted, and therefore 'tis my duty as a loving wife to ensure he is not overlooked.
Have no fear, Lady Seymour. With thee by thy husband's side, we have no doubt that the voice of Lancaster shall be heard. Good people, we have devised a series of tests to task those that would be king or queen. Sir Francis.
Your Majesty, the first task shall be a reenactment of the Battle of Bosworth Field. The candidates have chosen their forces from the local citizenry. Viscount Beauchamp?
Yes, that be me, captaining the forces of Lancaster. And, in honor of thy revered grandfather, the Earl of Richmond shall be playing the role of Robert, Baron Locksley.
'Tis my honor, Your Majesty.
Baron Hastings.
Then I have been chosen to lead the Yorkist forces as Richard III. My forces shall be
victorious. Having studied the battle extensively, we believe that absent the treachery of the Stanleys, the superior strategy of the House of York shall win the day.
Never. Lancaster won before, and we shall win again.
The corpses of Lancaster dead shall strew the field like red poppies.
The white rose of York shall be trampled in the dust.
House York!
House Lancaster!
Lend your voice to your house! Those in your right!
While we appreciate thy enthusiasm, let us remind thee that this is to be a mock combat, and no harm is to be done to any of the participants.
Your Majesty, all is prepared and awaits.
We should repair to Roselawn Field to see the outcome of this fray.
Very well, Sir Francis.
My lords and ladies, these proceedings have ended. God save the Queen!
God save the Queen!
God save us, one and all!